Underwater cities. Great Barrier Reef. Off the shore of northeastern Australia is a coral reef called the Great Barrier Reef. It is full of life and color. All species have special relationships with each other to help the whole ecosystem survive. An ecosystem is like a city. The corals are the grocery stores and apartment buildings of the city. They give food to different animals and serve as a shelter. At night, the smooth cauliflower coral uses tentacles on its tiny pieces to catch plankton or tiny animals that float in the water. The common mushroom coral gets a cool mushroom look from its skeleton. The fan coral grows slowly. Its body is also fragile. The fish are the people. They take care of their families and their homes, the coral. The manta ray has 18 rows of teeth at the bottom of its jaw. Manta rays swim together to find food. The white-tailed daclylus is a cool black and white colored fish. The white-tipped shark behaves like a dog. When a white-tipped shark wants to catch food, it waits for the right moment to pounce. In a small part of the Great Barrier Reef lived a finger coral called Sess. He had a bright red-orange color. On Sess' right lived a giant clam called Glissa. She was 165 years old. Every day, Sess got his extra algae cleaned off by the green humphead parrotfish, Geneth. On most days, a humphead wrasse called Rashton swam around looking for crown-of-thorns starfish to eat. These starfish ate coral. If there were too many starfish, there wouldn't be a good amount of coral left. Everything was going well until Sess began to turn white. Glissa noticed first and asked why. Sess replied he was not feeling well. Geneth came by to routinely clean Sess' extra algae. She saw Sess' white spots. What happened? She asked in shock. Sess rolled his eyes and replied, I'm super stressed out. Suddenly, Rashton swam by, looking for any extra crown of thorns. He noticed Sess' white spots and became worried. Rashton got closer to Sess when Glissa asked Sess, But why are you stressed out? Sess sighed, I'm running out of algae. Geneth decided not to clean Sess, who needed more algae. Slowly, Sess got whiter and sicker. One day, he turned completely white and stopped talking. The group held on to hope that Sess could get better. One night, as Sess' friends were sleeping, somebody dropped a polyp, which was a small part of a coral, on the sand next to Glissa. Glissa, Rashton, and Geneth kept watching the polyp for a long time. Surprisingly, the polyp turned into a small finger coral. It looked like a mini Sess. Everyone was happy to have another finger coral to be friends with. Coral bleaching is a real and scary problem. When the ocean becomes too warm, coral can get stressed out and lose their algae. Yes, extra algae can be eaten off by parrotfish, but too little algae is a harder problem to fix. When a coral starts to lose its algae, it gets very sick. Making the ocean cooler is the best way to help coral like Cess.